Hello future people, welcome to Getting Tabled. I'm Jason the Bruce, and today we're unboxing some traffic. So, an unboxing for Rumbleslam today. This is another game that I haven't unboxed something for a while. I've had a TT Combat order come in, for those of you that are not aware. So there's going to be a few of these videos over the next couple of weeks. But, for those of you that have been following a while, you'll know that there's a character that Lewis asked if we'd owned. And they kind of called us out on the fact that we didn't. Because this is Traffic James. And Traffic James exists purely and simply because of a typing error that appeared in the rulebook for Drop Fleet Commander. A typing error that the community fell in love with and have essentially been joking about ever since. And in the nature of that joke, we are actually going to have a look at the rules for this guy because they're quite amusing. So, this is Traffic James. The nice Rumbleslam boxes and the cards in the back. One very quick thing about these. This looks like one of those horrible containers that you will slice yourself open when trying to open. But there's actually an opening here that you can pull open. I quite frequently forget about this and cut them open when I don't need to and then curse myself for it afterwards. Comes with an acrylic base to clear acrylic. Square. This is what you'll find that all of the Rumbleslam characters will come with. Some people use these, some people decide to replace them. I've been using them. I'm considering changing them, just because I'd kind of like to do something with my bases, but I don't know. We'll see. The main man, but I want to have a look at this. Alright, so Traffic James has 2 bronze dice for his attack, 2 silver for his defense, 2 silver for his grappling, and he's got 1 gold, 1 red, and a +1 for his dex. Burn through armbar. Costs 2 AP. Does 2 damage. But this is the thing I want to have a look at. When rolling for this attack, every time you roll anything but a blank, add another copper to the attack. That's actually quite nice. We've also got Traffic Jam. Until the end of the round, no enemy wrestler may move into or out of base contact with this wrestler. They may still enter or leave base combat through other means, bouncing off the rope, turnbuckle, da-da-da-da-da. This move stops if the wrestler is knocked down. So you've got a way of locking people in and stopping them from getting out, which will allow your other characters to do things. But spell check. When targeting enemy ships, move the players 4 squares in the direction of the nearest objective. They gain -1 attack bonus until the end of turn. See page 49 of the rulebook for details. Now, I want to make something very clear. All of the mistakes in this are all deliberate. This is a joke character that exists as a joke. This is not a mistake. Flight deck. All friendly wrestlers may reroll failed crowd pleaser attempts. And yeah, pretty much. It's also something that, if you read very carefully, does nothing. But this just doesn't do anything. Not really. And it's that way on purpose. It's a very confusing way of saying that it doesn't do anything. So, that's the rules for Traffic James. He's a free agent, which means he works for any casino. Costs 225 okay. There's definitely some things that he can do, but there's definitely things that you can take that would be better value for your money. But if you're buying this, it's not because you think he's going to be the biggest powerhouse in the game. It's because he's fun and you want to own him. The sculpting on Traffic James is absolutely phenomenal. He kind of feels like a dancer that's coming out in one of the ladies' nights at a nightclub. I can't think of what those dances are called. They're not go-go dancers. That's something from the 60s. But that's what he reminds me of. I doubt that that's accidental. Once again, got a little bit of flashing. Nothing too shocking. Is that? So we do have a sprue gate there, right on the edge of that cloak. So when you're removing that, you're going to want to be very careful. A tip that was given to me recently by Jerry from On Tabletop was that if you heat... If you heat your resin until it gets to the almost rubbery consistency, you can get those things removed with much less of a chance of them snapping things. The rest of the points are all pretty simple. This one's actually come off on its own, but there's nothing that's really on points that are going to be causing issues at all. It's all fairly straightforward. That's just a bit of flashing. Probably want to be careful with these. I mean, they do have a bit of thickness there, but you could break. You probably want to be a little bit careful with these. There is a little bit of thickness there, but it wouldn't take much to snap those, so I would just be careful. And ultimately, you're going to want to pin these to the base would be my recommendation. So, that's Traffic James. For those of you that are not aware, Rumbleslam is a sporting tabletop game. It's wrestling, but as a tabletop game. Think Blood Bowl, but with wrestling instead of American football. I mean, it's not Blood Bowl. It's very much its own thing. I'm not being a smart like it's a very much its own thing. It's just that's probably the easiest way for people that don't know the game to get their head around it. You don't need to be a wrestling fan to enjoy it. I do know wrestling fans that do enjoy it. I do know people that aren't into wrestling that enjoy it. It kind of works both ways because you can kind of have fun at wrestling's expense with it as well. Obviously, in the rules for the game, it's all kayfabe, like it's all pretending that it's real. It's a game. The rule set works very well, and it can be very competitive. If you're looking for a new game and you're looking for something that's small, it like literally takes up a foot-by-foot board. Rumbleslam is very much worth checking out. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you're enjoying the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. If you're in a position to do so, please check out patreon.com/gettingtabled. You receive early access to at least 80% of all videos that we put out, and you get access to the video edition of all of our podcasts the day that they're uploaded. If you'd like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/gettingtabled is the most active. We also have a Discord server. You can email our team at gettingtabled@gmail.com. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. And until next time, play more.